Actually, I feel for our opponent here. But look at us, we top decked exactly the same card. So hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing a 5-colored War domain mid-range / control list. It's going to be a standard best of 1 list with average converted mana cost 3.7. It's going to have 4 creatures, 30 non-creatures, and 26 lands. Now, the idea behind the list is to play all the prominent and dominant domain cards, such as Herd Migration, Drag to the Bottom, Leyline Binding, and what else? I guess Sphinx of Clear Skies. So domain requires you to have basically one basic land type or a basic land type of each color. That's how you achieve domain, right? If you have one of each color, you have 5. Now X equals 5 basically for domain. So if you're casting Herd Migration, the max you'll get is 5/3/3 beasts, right? If you're casting Leyline Binding, it can cost 1 mana, right? If you have 5 different land types or different basic land types. If you're casting Sphinx of Clear Skies and you attack with it, the top cards equal X, which equal 5, right? And then you have Drag to the Bottom. The max minus X that it can deal is basically -6, right? Because it's 5 plus 1. So pretty good board wipe for 4 mana. So yeah, this is the list that we came up with. We have a ton of things going on. So we have a lot of flexibility. We have ramp, we have removal, and we have some great top ends here that can close out games. So let's get right into the list. We're playing Impulse, right? I think Impulse is an insane card at the moment, in my opinion. It's definitely one of my favorite cards. It's definitely up there, right? The ability for you to cast it for 2 mana, to look at the top 4 of your library, to put a card into your hand is just insane. I think this card is going to make a super big impact on standard and in a lot of decks as well. So be on the lookout for this card. I love this card. Joint Exploration. I'm a huge fan of this card as well, right? You get 3 mana ramp spell that scries 2 and draws a card. It's so good. So the amount of digging that we can do with this list is just absurd, right? Even with Sphinx of Clear Skies, it's so flexible. We can always find what we are looking for. So you scry 2, you draw a card, it kicked, you put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. So it's a ramp spell that can even scry 2, which is insane, right? To draw a card. We're also playing Make Disappear. I think I did need Make Disappear, but not really now that I think of it. If I was to cut Make Disappear, I'd put 4 Joint Explorations. Nonetheless, I do like the fact that I have at least some counter spells in the deck, because the deck doesn't have this card. The deck doesn't have any form of protection, so we're fragile if we're playing against control. We're fragile if we're playing like heavy removal mid-range, right? We also need to counter something like a Meat Hook Massacre because it's so good against Herd Migration. We're also running 2 Infernal Grasp. I think it's very necessary to run spot removal because our board wipes are very specific, right? This deals a max amount of 6. So if you're playing against a Titan, for example, you can't kill it with Drag to the Bottom, although you can exile it with Leyline Binding or War, but you don't really want to rely on that heavily, right? You need spot removal for these necessary times, right? There are specific times. Temporary Lockdown deals with stuff that has 2 or less. Karn's Silex, I guess, can deal up to however much you want, but you need to have the mana for it, and you need to buy yourself some time as well, because you can't cast it and kill everything in the same turn. And we're also running Azusa's Many Journeys. You play a land, an extra land, it's a ramp spell. We have 4 ramp spells in the deck. I do like the variety. 1 can draw us cards, 1 can gain us life as well. That turns into a 3/3 creature, so we do have some bit of a form of board presence as well, which is pretty decent here. We're running Temporary Lockdown, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, because we are running 26 lands, and sometimes you want to ditch something that's not good, like, for example, a counter spell if you're playing against aggro, or a Temporary Lockdown if you're playing against stuff that are higher than its requirements. Fable comes in clutch here, and also the fact that the Shaman can ramp. We have some big top end within Herd Migration and War, so we really need that. It also fixes mana, fixes your hand, does a lot of things. Also copies your Sphinx of Clear Skies and your War and your beasts here, so and your Angel of Wrath. So it's an insane card in the list. You'll see what I'm talking about. Karn Silex, I do like the card. I think the card can be run in a lot of different lists, especially decks that don't really have a board wipe. So this card can improve a lot of decks when it comes to control. Archangel of Wrath, I'm still a fan of this card. I still think the card is good. The card can really pick off like low loyalty planeswalkers to toughness creatures, or can deal damage to your opponent's face and you gain life every time it was kicked, right? So also when it gets copied with Fable, it's just insane, right? You're gaining life every turn, you're going over the top. It's a 3/4. It's just crazy. I've been loving this card so far, and it performed amazingly well, more than expected. Drag to the Bottom has been decent nonetheless here. We do get domain pretty quickly here because we are running a lot of triumphs within the mana base, so Drag to the Bottom has been great. Sphinx of Clear Skies has been medium performance wise. I won't say it's amazing and I won't say it's terrible. I think for the stats, a Ward 2 that's a 5/5 for 5 mana is decent enough, right? It has a similar but a slightly better effect than Emrith, right? Which is the fact that Emrith, when Emrith deals damage, Emrith used to draw cards. But Sphinx of Clear Skies, first of all, doesn't lose Ward when it's tapped, and yes, it's Ward 2, sure, people can get around that, but it doesn't lose it when it gets tapped. And also you look at the top 5 cards and you force your opponent's hand to basically rearrange those in 2 piles, and then you get to pick which pile, right? Leyline Binding has been an amazing performer. A lot of times, most of the time, actually 100% of the time, we cast this for 1 mana, which is very, very insane, and it fits very well in a deck like this, right, where we can provide all the mana, we can provide domain quickly, performs very well. War here, I mean, it's a 5-colored list, and War is always a performer, right? And Herd Migration can gain life. So if you pay attention to the deck, we have life gain here, we have life gain here, and we have life gain here. Excuse me. And a lot of times you discard the Herd Migration, you search your card for a land card, a specific land card, and we are running a lot of basics here. And you gain 3 life when you do that as well for 2 mana. So I think it's pretty decent, especially paired with something that ramps like Joint Exploration or Azusa's Many Journey. You can pretty much do a lot of things with this list. So when it comes to the mana base, we are running Thran Portal to fix the mana a little bit, and it also provides, it becomes a basic land type, which is something that we require. So everything over here, everything within our mana base besides the Aiganjo and the Beseju here are basics basically, which can play very well with our domain mechanic here. Two islands, 2 swamps. We have 1 plains only because we have Aiganjo, which is another white source. We have 1 forest because we have Beseju, and then we're focusing more on these because the other ones we don't need as much, right? So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. If you do, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. This list is not to be slept on. Try it out. I advise everyone to try it out. Yes, it's a lot of wild cards, but at the same time, it's so reliable. It's insane. It has been like insanely consistent, and we run over a lot of decks. Oh, by the way, we have a 88% win rate with this list. We only lost 1 match, and it was to an Esper deck, mainly because I think we kept top decking lands, and that was the issue. But nonetheless, we won 7 out of 8 matches within a hour and 7 minutes time span. 88% win rate. It's great, right? It's an overperformer in my opinion. So try it out. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you guys so much for your support. Check out the links down in the description. Become a patron, join the channel so you can stream every day and reach our goal, hopefully. And with that being said, I appreciate each and every form of support, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you later with another one. Okay? Bye. Alright. 2 lands, Azusa, sure, Fable. That's pretty good. We're gaming. We have Fable in hand, Leyline Binding, sure. Guess we're just missing a board wipe here, and some more ramp maybe, but we have a blue source. This is going to be black, and I think, or red actually. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be red. Well, depending. Yeah, let's try this out. Play with fire right away. Nice. So we're playing against aggro without a Creature in hand. Nice. Or, not creature, I mean without a board wipe in hand. Temporary Lockdown is a very good one here in my opinion, so this is going to have to be red, unfortunately. I'm going to play this as well. Gain some life, get it going. Hopefully we can top deck a land next turn. Reckless Stormseeker is fine, I guess. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're just gonna get these down. Temporary Lockdown, I think I'm gonna discard. Because they didn't play like a turn 2 play or a turn 1 creature or anything like that. Their hand is like 3 mana and upwards, I think, and it's stacked. So, yeah. I don't think Temporary Lockdown is good in this instant here. Yeah, Thundering Raiju, of course. That's a lot of damage. I mean, do we block? I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to gain that life. I mean, Binding, Leyline Binding is a good one. Can't really pass here, right? I mean, no. How bad can it be? I guess it can be pretty bad. So what do? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Can Infernal Grasp something and then Leyline Binding something else. So I guess I'm just gonna Leyline Binding this turn, or we can play Sphinx here. Has ward. Has some decent stats here as well. Maybe I think Sphinx is the right play here, right? What if they have another Haster? This can be a little bigger than the Sphinx, right? If they have another Raiju, that's a possibility. Okay. That's the play. And we had to cast something during our turn so that that won't flip. Another Raiju. Okay. So we're going to put a stop here. And I think we're going to take the Stormseeker here. We do need to gain life as well. Okay. You put a +1 counter here. Yeah, it's hopeless. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6. We're gonna have to pass, unfortunately. We're gonna have to pass. Okay, let's see what happens. They might have removal for their reflection. Okay. We're still in it, somehow. Take another herd migration here for the life gain. Yeah, I think we get the Sphinx down now and just hold this up for the life gain. It's so good against Boros. We don't even need to cast this. This should close out the game for us. The Sphinx? Man, herd migration has been so good. It's insane. Alright. Nice. So they must have something in hand, right? They wanted to deal that 2 damage desperately here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what they give us. Opponent? You just gave us a ton of cards. Okay. We have Binding, which is good. We also have... So, I'm gonna play a green source here. I think we can play this comfortably, right? Sure. Chandra dressed to kill. Okay. Sure. They're slamming that Chandra too, which is...
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight.
Okay. We're at 1 life.
Lucky this is a warning shot.
Phoenix chick. Huh. Really? Okay. Sure. Alright, we're gonna Leyline Binding. What's the biggest threat here? I think Chandra, but we're gonna have to take one of these, right? Yeah, let's play this correctly, actually. Let's take this. What are you doing? Okay, green. They wanted me to lose the game. We'll get a white source now. Good game. Man, we played that so well. Nice. All right. Okay, I mean, yeah. We need a green source and a blue source, so you can kick this hopefully. But we have some decent mana so far, I think, you know. Generous Visitor, okay. Drag to the bottom should be pretty interesting here. Okay. Yeah, at least we have 2 more lands in hand that we can use to ramp with joint exploration here. Impulse as well. That's very interesting. We're gonna pass. We're gonna ramp with the exploration here. And it's pretty good that we have a tap land that we can use to ramp with. Alright, 3 mana, another visitor, and then an enchantment. Right? Nice. An ideal enchantment for me. Well, not really, but drag to the bottom should be good. Okay, lands. I don't think we're gonna need the lands here. I mean, 1 wouldn't hurt, but you never know what we top deck. Yep. We're struggling. That's pretty good. Yeah, I guess we should have kept the land, now that I think of it. But it's okay, we have another exploration. Oh, desperation, huh? I like that. I really do. Alright, we're gonna pass again. The nice part is that we have Archangel of Wrath here. Okay. Nothing from our opponent? Interesting. We're gonna kick this again. I love these cards, man. They're so good. Utility-wise, they're insane, I think. Alright, do we keep the land this time? Nope. Let's just get greedy. We might top deck one anyway. Yeah, let's just play this. A ton of tap lands, but it works. And that's the most important thing, is the fact that it works. Okay. Yeah. What are we missing? We have a lot of blue. We have 2 black. We have 2 white. I guess we're not missing much. And we're gonna keep passing here. Not gonna play the Archangel of Wrath if I don't need to. They are playing enchantments, but they have nothing but removal in hand, because they're not playing anything, so you just know that their hand is removal heavy. Well, maybe we should bait that removal. You know, you play an Archangel of Wrath, they try to remove it with enchantment removal, you Cammy War their enchantment, you get your Archangel of Wrath back, and so on and so on. But let's see. Impulse is very good here. GG's. Yeah, they can't stand the utility. Nice. Alright, 3 lands, Impulse, Drag to the Bottom, Herd Migration. Okay. Let's play some games here, I think. Okay. It is a decent hand here. We are missing one more black source, so... Okay. So we have 3 out of our... That's a nice draw. Alright, what is this going to be? Our other black source here, so we have white, we have double white, we have double blue. Yeah, this has to be another black source here. Just gonna pass here. We don't need to use our impulse just yet. We are missing one color, I guess, which is, what are we missing? Black, red, green, white, blue. We are gonna have blue soon. Okay, so far they're playing Grixis. Yeah. They might have Kato, which would be very annoying. Oh, okay. Hopefully they don't take the impulse. I mean, I wasn't gonna impulse in response and get something that they can take. When we impulse, we... yeah, they took impulse. Okay. Nice. Concealing curtains. That's why they took impulse. Alright, we need something here. Fable isn't gonna do it. Archangel of Wrath is not going to do it. Man, we had drag to the bottom too. Yikes, I actually forgot about drag to the bottom. That would have been ideal for us. We also need our leyline binding for this annoying underdog. Yeah, they're gonna flip that. Sure. Discarding the Archangel of Wrath, maybe? Most likely. The drag to the bottom is a bigger issue for them. Yeah, we definitely should have dragged to the bottom last turn. Can't block that, unfortunately, but we can gain some life, which is pretty decent. Alright, I'm gonna discard one of these, I think. And no, it's not good. Okay. We don't have double white, which is... okay. See what happens. Oh, they have cut down. Oh, annoying. How annoying. It's either cut down, Fading Hope. Yikes. They really don't want us to do anything here. Okay. Understandable, I guess. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we're 2 turns away from the migration, I guess, so... Alright, hopefully they don't have anything in hand for the Angel of Wrath here. Shieldred. Okay. We can block the Shieldred. We do need the life gain here. Okay. And we have herd migration next turn, which is pretty decent, I guess. Actually, let's not block the Shieldred. We can gain some life back. That's fine. We can kill Ob. That's not gonna matter at the slightest here.
The streets will run. Go ahead. Plead for mercy. Your punishment is my entertainment.
We're gonna gain a ton of life this turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, that's an untapped land. We're leaving ourselves pretty vulnerable here.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
Okay. Sure.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Man, we just need to top deck removal. That's all we need.
Oh, you're quite the nuisance.
Alright, they're far away. Well, I mean, they're one land away from a good meat hook, I guess. Yes. And if that's the case, then we're just gonna scoop because that's just a lot. Alright, we have to discard this, unfortunately.
And you lose everything.
And we're stuck on 7 mana. If only we had 1 more mana, we could have done a lot, actually. Alright, can we equalize now? That's the question.
My empire crumbles.
Okay. What you got now, opponent? What is the deal now? Their hand is stacked, but I guess they can finish us off with the Meat Hook Massacre here, and that's always going to be like a risk when it comes to herd migration here. But I think the part where we messed up on was casting something besides the drag to the bottom. I think it was always going to have to be drag to the bottom here. They do need to deal with the reflection because we're going to be gaining life every turn with Archangel of Wrath here. Okay, so like a Grixis mid-range list, yeah, with just a ton of creatures. Sure thing, opponent, sure thing. Temporary lockdown, I'm definitely going to discard here. But we have to pay attention because we are going to lose life. Okay. So we can't pass as well. We have to kill Shieldred, and there's a high chance of them having another one in hand, because most people are running 4 of at the moment. So Shieldred is pretty decent when it stays on the battlefield. But as soon as it hits the battlefield, it's not impactful at all. Besides its stats, you know, a 4 mana 4/5 is with death touches, I guess is pretty okay.
With the right tools, I can do anything. I got someone on the inside who can help.
Okay. That's that's a draw. That is a draw. Wait, we don't have red mana? Yikes. Okay. Well, we can make something happen, I guess. Yeah, they might have removal now, but it won't really matter that much. Okay, they gained the life, which is pretty annoying. Hopefully they block with the Shakedown Heavy. Nice. Okay. Putting in that work. Absolute work. Nice. That has to be good. Yeah, they drew something that was relatively bad, I guess. And that Archangel of Wrath. Holy. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky for them to top deck like this. That's very unlucky, actually. I feel for our opponent here. But look at us. We top decked exactly the same card. So, yeah. Maybe leave one back. Is this for sure a kill? So we have 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, I think that's exactly a kill. GG's. Nice. Alright, joint exploration, Sphinx, drag to the bottom. We do have a black source, we do have a green source for the exploration, and we have some untapped lands, which are white. We are missing another black source for the drag to the bottom here. Nonetheless, I think we, yeah, I think we play this. Pretty good so far. We drew the other black source. Happy about that. Consider. Okay, we might be playing against one of these like Hullbreaker Haughty Djinn lists. I definitely want to make one, but if it's mono blue, that's relatively annoying. Okay, we have joint exploration that we can otherworldly gaze. I think it is mono blue, but I'm thankful that they don't have a creature on the board, so we can stall for a bit, I guess. Fading Hope, consider another otherworldly gaze here. Sure. So, the possibility of us resolving Sphinx is, I think, non-existent. Yeah, they are looking for something here. They did put away a lot of counter spells. Oh, I like that. Nice. I really like that. Okay. We can deal with that with drag to the bottom here, but let's see if they want us to ramp here. Leyline Binding and Impulse. I'll take a Leyline Binding and Impulse, I think. This is most likely going to get countered. We do have Domain, so we can kill that Tolarian Terror. But I do like the combo that they have going, right? The Otherworldly Gaze, filling up the graveyard quickly. Consider as well is pretty good. With this card, I do like that a lot, actually. Fading Hope, sure. At least that buys us some time, I guess. But that means they don't have a... They might not have a counter spell in hand. Which is good for us. But that's 1 mana. Yeah, Haughty Djinn, sure. An 8/4. Okay. Let's resolve this while we could. Right? I mean, they're tapped out. It's as good a time as any. But I love the list that they're running. I really do. Love the list. And I've been liking this standard, not gonna lie. It's such a fresh standard, you know? There's a lot of variety that I'm coming across. A lot of ingenuity too. Like people are starting to get creative more, which is pretty good for us. We're gonna take this damage. I mean, I'm not worried at the slightest for now. Yeah, we are gonna attack. Hopefully draw something. They can't really target this with anything. I mean, they have to pay the 2 ward, and it has to be a Fading Hope. It has to be a Fading Hope. Okay. So I guess we're gonna draw some cards, which is also pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have Herd Migration next turn. They have Karn's Silex, Infernal Grasp. I wonder what they're going to give us. Karn's Silex isn't good against this card, but Infernal Grasp is. So let's see. Let's see. Our opponent is deciding to put stuff in piles for us, and we do know that we top decked another Herd Migration here. So I can only wonder. Yeah, so just a Herd Migration. I mean, we have to take these, right? Well, I have a Herd Migration in hand. Okay. These we would want to discard, but at the same time, I would want to discard the portals here, I think. So we're gonna test this theory out. Otherworldly Gaze, nice. So, yeah, this seems to be working well here. They are in desperation mode. I mean, GG's. That's pretty good, yeah. They didn't find anything. Nice. Alright, Impulse, Sphinx of Clear Skies. I guess the Impulse can help us find stuff. Okay. We do have a lot of lands, so what I need to find with the Impulse is probably a Fable. So it can help regulate our hand better. Drew a green source, which I'm definitely going to play on turn 2 here. Maybe even, what's that card called? I forgot. Yikes, that's problematic. Sure. Let's impulse. Something good, please. Man, Silex I'm taking. Okay. As fast as possible, too. Borrow time on the Silex. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. Yeah, we just have a ton of cards in hand. Unfortunate. Okay. That's unforgiving. That is unforgiving. Okay, we're gonna take a ton of damage here, I think. Pretty annoying. We can't really afford to take the borrowed time. Joint exploration. Sure. Alright. One, two, three, and then one. Green, blue, black, and then white. Okay. The problem with this game was the fact that we just flooded. Absolutely flooded. Okay. Has flying. Just scary. No, we don't need a Souza. A Ganjo. Camuar. Nice. I do like how the Silex performs well with the Leyline binding here. So we can comfortably go -5, I guess, with the Silex. Yep. What we can do is this. To stop them from gaining value, play Leyline binding on the AO. No black source opponent. And then Karn's Silex for 2. Man, what an efficient play. What an efficient play. That has to be really good. So that they don't get value after we wipe the board, right? With the AO? Another borrowed time, that's fine. Oh, on the binding. I was gonna say. Well, this is an unfortunate situation here. Don't tell me you have another one of these. Yeah, but they do have an Emperor. Yeah, that is an Emperor. Not really gonna attack. I'm gonna try to set it up for now. Now they hit their lands. Okay, that's still an Emperor that we can't do anything about. We drew the temporary lockdown, I guess. Yeah. Alright, let's draw out that Emperor. We're just gonna attack with this. I know you have the Emperor in hand, opponent. And I know that's something that you don't want to cast on a Goblin Shaman. Okay, we're gonna keep this in hand because we are going to want to discard it sometime now at least. Well, at least if we copy this we can attack comfortably, so I guess we can wait. We can also copy this. Next turn we're going to be able to. Archangel of Wrath, okay. Man, our hand has just gone stupid good. Okay. I'm playing around the Emperor. I have all day. Yeah. Okay.
You started this fight, but I'm going to.
Sure.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
What a list.
I'll be back.
What a list. Hopefully no board wipes from our opponent. That would suck. But next turn we're copying these. Okay. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Whenever a creature your opponent control dies. Okay. Yeah, these have gone bigger. Okay. GG's. They know we can copy. Nice.